Hello YouTube, how's it going? It's the Professional here. Today I wanted to give you guys another top 5 video, and in this video we are going to be focusing on the top 5 best missions and activities for making money. We are not going to be covering heists or businesses in this video. We are just going to be looking at individual missions and activities that you can start up that have the best pay and time ratio. Almost all of these are solo. You don't need anybody else to help you out in these missions, and you can start them up, but we're going to be looking at them on their pay to time ratio, because just because a job pays good, it doesn't mean it's the best, because for instance, it could have a long cooldown, so that could be a factor. So here we go. Let's get started. The top 5 best money making missions and activities. I hope you guys enjoy. So starting off this list at number 5, we have the Los Santos Connection, which is the best paying contact mission in my opinion. And the reason that I believe this is the best paying contact mission is because in this mission, you have the option to break open 6 crates. And these 6 crates, they each include money in them. The first 2 crates include $1,000 each, adding up to $2,000. The last 4 crates, which are located in the hangar, those crates, they add up to $1,500 each one, adding up to a total of $8,000 that you can get from these crates. Plus, you get a good amount of money from just completing the mission, which you can get basically up to $25,000 to $30,000 from this mission. So let me show you guys right here. This is the first crate that we're smashing open. There's 2 drops in there. They're $500 each. We already have $1,000. Now let's head on over to the depot. And if you have a helicopter like a Buzzard or a Savage, it can make this mission a lot easier. Let me show you. Once you get control of that SUV's GPS, it'll take you to the depot next. And this depot has a lot of enemies in it, so it's essential if you have a helicopter like the Buzzard or the Savage, or even if you have a jet, it'll be very helpful on this mission. So right here, able to easily clear out this area. Then it asks you to hack a laptop once you get down there. And there's another crate. Let me show you that crate right now. The next crate is right below the Boxville at the depot, and the crate got destroyed in the shooting right here, but as you guys see, there was 2 drops. They're $500 each. We're up to $2,000. Now, a lot of people might not think that's a lot of money right now, but when you guys see how much this adds up by the end of the mission, you'll see how much we're making. So when you start hacking the laptop, a ton of enemies spawn. I personally recommend just getting right off the laptop and clearing them out. If you're really, really fast, you can hack the laptop and then get back in your helicopter before the enemies spawn. But oftentimes, you're not going to have enough time. So I just personally just recommend just getting right off the laptop, go on it for a second, then get right off of it. Clear out the area right here. I'm just speeding this clip up just to save time. But clear this area out, then hack the laptop, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to LSIA, where the next objective is. Once you get to LSIA, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to blow up this jet right here. And the reason that you want to blow that jet up is because once you clear out the hangar, that jet is going to take off, and then you're going to have to chase it across the map, and it's kind of annoying. So just take it out early on, just so you don't have to deal with it. Now, we're going to get right on over here to the hangar, and this shows why it's really good to use a helicopter in this mission. This mission is intended for 6 people, but you can do it with 1 person. I'm doing it solo by myself right here. So if you have a weaponized vehicle like the Savage or the Buzzard, very easy to do. You could still do it with like a Karuma, but I guess it would take a lot longer because you would have to drive up to each enemy. Here I can just lock onto them and just clear out the area. So once we're inside the hangar here, there's 4 crates that you can open, and those 4 crates, they have $1,500 in them. And there's also coke on the top staircase that the game tells you to take. You don't have to actually take that. Just fire your explosive cannon up there if you're using the Savage like me, and you can just destroy it. You don't even have to go up there and worry about it. So right here, let me just show you guys the final crates, and let's count up how much money we get added up. Here we're going to bust each of the crates open, and these crates have $1,500 in each one versus $1,000 in the first 2. So look at that, $1,500. We're at $3,500 right now. Get another one. We're at $5,000. Get these. We're at $6,500. And the final one, we're up to $8,000. Now, all we need to do is destroy the crew's vehicles. You could destroy the crew's vehicles first if you want, but if you use something like the explosive cannon, all the drops, they tend to fly around, and then you have to find them around the hangar, so I just tend to avoid that until the end. And if you come up here, you can get a free armor and some sticky bombs. So we just get back into our Savage and just blow up the vehicles, then we head back to Martin's, we get paid for the mission, and we also keep the $8,000. This is the best contact mission in the game, because as far as I know, there's no other mission in the game where you can collect money inside crates. You collect all the money inside the crates in this mission, you get $8,000, plus you get paid for just completing the mission. In this case, we got paid $18,000 from Martin, plus the $8,000 from the crates, which adds up to $26,000. You can complete this mission in around 10 minutes. You can complete it probably in 8 minutes also if you're quick, but the longer you take on this mission, the more money you get from Martin at the end, so I recommend just taking a little bit more time. And this mission, there is no cooldown on it, which means you can keep doing it over and over again, but you need to do it inside a playlist. I'll link the playlist down below in case people want to keep redoing it. It won't work if you try to replay down below. You just need to start them in a playlist. Number 4 is diamond shopping, and this is a client job, which means that you need the terabyte in order to start up this job. But this is the best client job in my opinion because of how simple it is to do. Very simple. It's always at the same location, the jewelry store in North Los Santos. And you can start this mission when you're pretty close to it. Just don't start the mission up when you're really close to it because then it won't work. But if you're a few blocks away from it, to start it up. Otherwise, then you would have to fly or drive across the map. And you don't even need to use the drones on this mission like the mission tells you to. You can just go straight inside the jewelry store, shoot your way through. I personally recommend using the assault shotgun just to clear the area out. And this mission, it pays pretty well. You can complete this mission in around 3 to 4 minutes if you're quick. And it pays $30,000. Unfortunately, though, it has a 30-minute cooldown like most of the other client jobs, which means you can do 2 every hour. But for doing this thing, 2 of these every hour, that's $60,000. Very easy, very simple for just a few minutes of work, $30,000. The flight isn't that bad either. You got to take it from the jewelry store in North Los Santos to the vineyard down here. Pretty quick there. Get there in less than a minute if you're using something like the buzzard. We completed this mission in 2.5 minutes right there. Nice. We got 30,500. So definitely try out diamond shopping if you guys haven't. Just don't be using the drones because a lot of people still do that. And I've been doing that mistake, but people have told me that you don't need to use the drones. Thank you guys for telling me that. Let's move on to the next one. Number 3 is SIGHTSEER, and SIGHTSEER has been in the game since the Executives and Other Criminals update, and just like Diamond Shopping, SIGHTSEER can also be done in an invite-only session, and SIGHTSEER basically involves you collecting 3 packages around the map. You could get very lucky, and those packages could be pretty close to you, or they could be on the other side of the map. I estimate it takes around 4 to 5 minutes to complete the mission, but it can take even longer, up to 7 minutes, if the packages are very, very far. You can use a helicopter like the buzzard to help you complete the mission faster, and once you collect all the packages, you will get between 20,000 to 22,500, and that's pretty good money for around 4 to 5 minutes of work. And the best part about SIGHTSEER is it only has a 10-minute cooldown. Even though we aren't focusing on businesses, I wanted to mention this new activity, which is linked to the nightclub business, but is more of an activity than the business itself, which brings me to number 2. Number 2 are business battles, and these you can do in an invite-only session as well. You would need 2 other people to be in the lobby though, because they spawn of 3 people in total. There is a 15-minute cooldown on them. If there is a free mode event, however, it will reset that cooldown. That's why it's good to look for small sessions to do these in, like around 3 to 7 player lobbies. With the addition of the After Hours DLC, they added the best new free mode activity, business battles. Your nightclubs will always be producing so long as your businesses are not shut down. They will fill up over time, which you can then sell for large amounts. Business battles allow you to fill up your clubs even faster. In this case, I am taking a car that is holding 2 cargo crates in it, but there is an event for this week for double crates in business battles, which means I am taking 4. Every time you deliver the business battle goods to your nightclub, not only do you get the product and the cargo, but you also get an extra $20,000 deposited into your bank account. I always look at them based on an investment. I am getting rewarded for delivering the cargo with cash, and I also keep it, which I can let it produce even more and then sell it for a larger amount later. We stole 4 cargo here, even though the game says 2 because of the event, but 1 cargo crate takes 70 minutes to produce, which means if you stole 2 cargo crates regularly, you could knock off 140 minutes off the clock. All of this I earned in 1 day, playing the game, letting my nightclub fill up, doing business battles back to back. Remember, these spawn every 15 minutes, so long as no free mode activity spawns. Use a stopwatch. I like to use my phone on these, and once it's delivered, the timer will start again. Get an air vehicle like a buzzard or even faster like a jet. Then when the timer hits 15 minutes, you will be ready and be able to rush to the next drop and easily pick it up. Just be warned, even though business battles you can do completely solo, plenty of other players will still want to get it, so keep your eyes open for other players that may want to take it from you. Before we unveil the number 1 best mission in GTA Online, I wanted to make a few special mentions here, and special mention number 1 is a VIP work called Point to Point. You need 1 other person to be in your CEO to start this up, and I highly recommend doing it only with 2 people because it's the most profitable. But what you basically do is you mark an area right outside the red circle and then you just race to it, and the winner gets 10,500. The game expects you to compete with one another, but it's actually more profitable if you just go to it, fly over to it with a buzzard, and then you just split it with your friend. You get 10,500 here. You go to inventory cash, share cash of last job, split with members. and you both get $5,250. That's for less than 30 seconds of work. And point to point, it has a 10-minute cooldown, which means you can do 6 in an hour. So definitely give point to point a try, guys. You can do it between VIP works. Very profitable, very easy. Special mention number 2 is Guns for Hire, and Guns for Hire is the best MC contract in the game. It's very simple to do, and you get around $35,000 for completing it. There's just 2 bad things about Guns for Hire. The first thing is, just like all other MC contracts, it's random, so you randomly get this mission. But if you see it pop up on your board, make sure that you do it. And the second bad thing is that you need a minimum of 2 people to do this mission. So you need one buddy to do the mission with. But what this mission basically involves is you go to 3 different locations. In this case, we have the Vineyard location. You get into 2 separate vehicles, and you have to transport the clients to the drop-off. And you have to kind of stay in convoy formation where this blue circle is. And when you drop the clients off, you have to defend them from hostile NPCs for 5 minutes. After the timer goes down to 0, you get $35,000. But if you lose any allies along the way, then you lose more money. The more allies that you lose, the more money that you get. So if you want to get full $35,000, you have to keep them all alive. The unfortunate thing is that they die very easily. However, if you're just fighting NPCs, it shouldn't be a problem. Just don't do this in a public lobby. You can do this in an invite-only lobby, this mission. If you do it in a public lobby, it'll say at the bottom of the screen for other players to kill the clients. And they could come over there, and they could very easily kill them. They could just get a fighter jet and just blow them all up, and you fail the mission and lose it. But if you're doing this in an invite-only session, you know, private lobby for friends, it's a nice change of pace. It's a different mission. It's pretty simple. I kind of enjoy this mission. I think it's kind of fun. And you get $35,000. It's the best MC contract. You know, I really wish you could choose MC contracts. That would definitely be great. It would encourage people to do more MC contracts. But unfortunately, this mission is random. But if you ever do see it pop up and you're doing MC contracts, do it. Best MC contract to do. Special mention number 3 is a VIP challenge called Salvage. And this is the best location to do it in right here. And Salvage requires 2 people again to do it with. But Salvage, if you have a scuba diving suit, it makes the challenge much easier. And what you basically do is you go underwater and you pick up 50 checkpoints. And you know, the game wants you to compete with one another, but it's actually more effective if one person gets all 50 checkpoints and then you split it. The scuba diving suit allows you to breathe underwater forever, so you don't gotta constantly get rebreathers like the game wants you to. And every single checkpoint that you pick up, you get $50 more. I'm speeding this clip up to save time, but you guys see right here, it goes all the way up to $500, and now I'm at 21,000, about to hit 22,000 right here. And when you collect all 50 checkpoints, you're gonna have around $22,000, and then you're gonna get a huge bonus at the end of it. So take a look at that. You get a $17,000 bonus. Once you collect all of those, just give that bonus to your friend. I gave 100% of it to my friend because I got $22,000 from the checkpoints. He gets $17,000 from the bonus that I gave him. So very easy to do. You can do it in between CEO works. Very simple to do. You can complete it in around 5 minutes if you do that location. Number 1 is Headhunter. I wonder how many of you guys saw this one coming. This is the VIP work everyone does, and it's still the best mission in the game to do. Headhunter involves you killing 4 targets at either the city or the countryside. Do it in the city as the targets are closer to each other and it's easier. You can do it in a buzzard in less than 2 minutes if you're fast, and even in 1 minute if you use a Hydra or a laser. Out of all the missions I showed you guys, this one has the best pay-to-time ratio. It gives you the most amount of money for the least amount of work and only has a 10-minute cooldown. Just like all other jobs, you can do Headhunter in an invite-only lobby. Headhunter gives you $20,500 for 2 minutes of work, and there is no other VIP work that I found that's faster and more profitable. The best combination would be to do Headhunter back-to-back with a client job in between, like Diamond Shopping, which doesn't affect the cooldown. Then you can do a SIGHTSEER and steal a business battle, make an easy $400,000 per hour combining these. I have made a money guide on this in the past, which I will link in my playlist down below in case anyone wants to see it. If you do it with a buddy, you can make even more money. You can do a point-to-point and a salvage in between and split it with each other. Headhunter is the #1 VIP work. I still see everyone doing it, and it's the best one to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, and if you're new to my channel and enjoy my content, then subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.